What should we watch?
I don't know. What genre are you feeling?
Can we please watch God's Not Dead? That's like my favorite movie.
Oh, let's watch this.
What is that?
Oh, it's that documentary about Janani Luwum, like the Anglican martyr that was from Uganda. He was born in like 1922. His dad was a convert to Christianity. He couldn't go to school till he was like 10 years old. And then once he graduated high school, he went to Bora Bora, like training center for primary school teachers, and then taught primary school until like 1948. And then he converted to Christianity and got super involved in those East African revivals they had back then.
Um,
And then like after those revival meetings, he got super interested in the ministry and then studied to become like a lay reader and then became a deacon. And then 1956, he was ordained as a priest in the Anglican Church. And his leadership skills were so good, he was chosen to go to Augustine College in Canterbury. And then after that finished, he came back home, worked at his parish, and studied at Busweli Theological Seminary. And then he left there to go to the London Divinity School. But then he came back 1 year later to his parish in Busweli Theological Seminary and was actually the principal.
I don't really know.
No, just wait, it gets really interesting. That's like in 1969, he became the Bishop of Uganda, and then by 1974, he was Archbishop of Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and Bogazere. But keep in mind, like 1971, that's when Colonel Idi Amin overthrew the Uganda government and set himself up as the dictator. And like he was crazy, like arresting thousands with and not even giving them a trial, killing people, beating people. And Archbishop Janani, he kind of had like a little bit of a relationship with him because he often had to go to the State Research Bureau to go and help release wrongfully accused prisoners.
Okay, that sounds a little better.
And on February 16th, the dictator Amin sent guys to actually break into Archbishop Janani's house, and they arrested him and 6 other bishops and accused them of smuggling arms to the rebellion. And they did a trial, and he wasn't even allowed to speak during it. And after the trial, Dictator Amin asked the crowd, he was like, "What should we do with him?" And his soldiers said, "Let's kill him." And so they took Archbishop Janani and 2 cabinet members that were also accused, and they put him in a Land Rover. Okay, now the government tried to say that the Land Rover wrecked, but when they took his body back home to his village to have a funeral, the villagers looked at his body and saw tons of bullet holes.
Okay, this is starting to sound pretty interesting.
Yeah, and the effects of Johnny's martyrdom was actually even prophesied over at his memorial service. A lady came up and she told somebody, she's like, "This is going to put us forward 20 times." And the following June, at the centennial first preaching celebration of the gospel in Uganda, 25,000 people came, and a lot of them were Christians who had lost their faith, but once they had seen Johnny's courage, they strengthened their faith. And this was like a turning point in Uganda's history because just seeing what had happened led international efforts for the Tanzanian campaign to take over dictator Amin's regime and bring more peace back to Uganda.
Well, now I think you just spoiled it.